If I could get about $50,000, I'll be able to set up that business I told you about in Nigeria.
Ethan said, gently massaging Jane's back.
I've already drafted the business plan. You've done so much for me, so just consider this a loan. Yes, a loan.
Yeah. Right there, babe.
Jane murmured, relaxing under his touch.
It's fine. You can talk to my secretary tomorrow. She'll issue you the money.
3 months later,
Congratulations, Miss Jane. You're expecting.
the doctor said to Jane in his office.
Pregnant?
Jane repeated in disbelief, instinctively looking down at her belly. This explains the recent weight gain, the nauseous feelings and strange cravings. As she walked out of the hospital, a smile crept onto her face. She wasn't ready to be a mother, but the thought filled her with unexpected joy.
Ethan will be excited to hear this.
She whispered, dialing his number, but his line wasn't reachable.
The occupants moved out 3 days ago.
The landlady said with a shrug. Jane stood frozen at the doorway, staring into the empty apartment. She had only been gone for a 5-day business trip, and now Ethan was gone without a word? His phone still wasn't reachable. Frustrated and desperate for answers, she drove all the way to Clifton Avenue to the university where Ethan studies.
Ethan Uday? He finished his master's program about a year ago, ma'am.
The vice chancellor said, looking at her with mild curiosity. Jane's heart sank. How could this be? Now that she thought about it, Ethan has never introduced her to any friends or family she could contact. The only family member she had only interacted with was his ailing mother. Once, during a brief video call, as she walked out of the university grounds, her head felt light, and before she could take another step, everything went dark. Meanwhile, back in Nigeria, Ethan sat comfortably at his mother's dining table, tearing into pounded yam, egusi soup and goat meat. His best friend Ben sat across him, laughing.
Guy, you do always amaze me.
Ben said, shaking his head.
When Audie told me we were back, I don't believe I had to come see for myself.
Ethan smirked, leaning back on his chair.
Guy, a long story. Anyway, I send you 1 million. Is that one guy this Christmas?
Ben's eyes widened. Ethan had given Ben a breakdown of everything that happened in Ohio.
Thanks, bro. But what if she comes to Nigeria?
Ethan burst into laughter.
That your book? For a year?
Ben laughed and leaned closer.
But how you even plan all these things safe?
Ethan grinned, adjusting his posture.
Guy, you know what? I go beach one day as usual. I dey always like good here because I dey catch big fish, as you know now. Anyway, so I went to the beach as usual. I spotted her and my instincts told me she was the one. Cut the long story short, I created a scene for us to start talking. After a little background check on her, I found out she's a spoiled brat. Her mom has nothing but money. From there, I planned my next move. She dey jog every morning, 7:45 to 8:40. So I accidentally met her again. Then she dey always go one bar every Wednesday evening. So I position myself along the street there too. Simple, man. Ladies for Yankee na easy targets. Naive, die. You even need see how they treat dog like umamdi. Some they push the dog for stroller safe.
Both men erupted in laughter.
So you dey plan go back?
Ben asked, still chuckling.
Of course now. I just can't spend Christmas with Momsy. Once December clear like this, I dey head go Indiana straight. Man gas hustle, you know that.